Diamonds now open in Dallas.
గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా, పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా, ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్, సర్దాల్లో మరింత సెటైర్, మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా. దెబ్బకి థింకింగ్ మారిపోవాలా? మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా.
अब तू देख लेगा बच्चन साहब का खेल.
డౌన్లోడ్ ఆహా నౌ.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అప్పురపరిచే ధరలు, అందరికీ నచ్చిన, అందరూ మెచ్చిన షో మన లక్కీ మహిళ. బోలెడంత ఎక్సైట్మెంట్, వండర్ఫుల్ విన్నింగ్ మూమెంట్స్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ చెప్పారు, మీరే గెలుచుకున్నారండి. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. $220.
సెలబ్రిటీ హోస్ట్లు, అదిరిపోయే పంచులు, సరదా సరదా కబుర్లు.
ఆశ దోశ అప్పడం బడ హెల్ప్ మీరు ఆడుతున్నారు.
ఇలా మరెన్నో మెమరబుల్ మూమెంట్స్ తోటి థర్డ్ యానివర్సరీ జరుపుకుంటోంది మన లక్కీ మహిళ. Watch it live only on TV Asia Telugu. మీ అందరికీ థర్డ్ యానివర్సరీ శుభాకాంక్షలు.
Welcome back to yet another fabulous episode of our talk show with experts. Manato mana immigration expert Rahul Reddy garu. Rahul garu, thank you so much Andy for being on the show today.
Thanks for inviting me, Garu.
This show has been brought to you by Malabar Jewelers. They have opened a brand new store in Dallas. Do not wait any further. Go with a gold rush and buy yourself the best. The program has been supported by movers.com and AHA OTT platform. For those of us who want to call us, please call us at 1-833-882-8872. That is 1-833-TVAT-USA or 1-833-882-8872. Watch us on Yup TV, Facebook, YouTube, Sling TV, World, BBTV and Dish Network. All right, Rahul garu, coming to the topic for today, Andy, employment-based immigration reform, or I don't know if you're also referring to the HR 1535, the impact of eliminating the Backlogs Act of 2023. Can you tell us a little bit more about this act? What is the status as of now, and how does it impact us?
Yes, you're right, Nitya Garu, that this is the same thing as HR 1535. At this point of time, it's proposed by and supported by only two congressmen. One is a Republican from Indiana, and the second person is Raja Krishnamurthy from Chicago area.
Okay.
So it has not attracted the traction yet that is needed for it to get on the table to be passed, either in the House or in the Senate. But we are getting a lot of calls, Nitya Garu, that what about this HR 1535? What are the chances it is to be approved? Is it beneficial for us? Is it very beneficial for us? It's definitely beneficial for us. What this does is that from 1992 onwards to about right now, approximately around 300 to 400,000 green cards were not being given because of the improper wordings in the law from 1992 to 2004, and from 2004 onwards to right now, because of the inefficiency of the USCIS and Department of State. There were approximately 400,000 green cards that had been wasted. What this law is telling to do is to give those things to the people who have been waiting for a long period of time, which most probably will be for Indians. Now, it just says for the people who have been waiting for the long period of time. So this definitely will eliminate a lot of backlog. Will it eliminate complete backlog? No. Is it a permanent solution? No. But getting 400,000 people who are in front of your line, kicking them out is definitely good for you, even if you don't get it, because they're out of your way. So if you're waiting in the line, it's good for you because you won't be waiting for the line if this bill is passed. If you are not started the process of the green card, you still want these 400,000 people who are in the front of line out of your way, just out of your way. So definitely it has benefits in it, but at this point of time, do I have a lot of hopes on it? Unfortunately, I don't, but I would like to make my efforts because I'm getting a lot of calls from individuals, Rahul, what's going on? Why can't you do anything about it? So we drafted a letter for you guys. We want you to write your personal story in the draft letter. Don't just copy and paste it. It asks you what you do, what profession you are, where do you work at, what is your family, where does your kids go to school. If you have kids, of course, write that letter, send it to the congressman. It may help in getting a little bit traction because sometimes to figure what happens is that if there is some big bill there, they might just, let's attach this one and pass it out. When the 7% quota was been revised in 2003-2004 time period, that bill was attached to some major bill. It was never discussed very much on the floor. It was just attached. We saw the high-skilled labor immigration bill that it went through. There was too much debate. Sometimes maybe no debate is better. Maybe they'll just attach it somewhere. People will just say, oh, they're giving the wastage. The ones that are in the trash, they're going to give it to the Indians. Okay, let's do that. They may just attach to it. So I definitely want more traction for it, but at the same time, not more discussion because the more they discuss, they never pass anything.
Correct.
So hopefully, please try to write letters to the congressman and hope things will work out in the better future. We can kick 400,000 people out of the way.
Wow. Okay. That's impressive, Andy. And you said you've drafted a letter and the link has been posted on our
Tvasia has provided the link.
So, link. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
So for the folks who are watching this, please go ahead, draft those letters and send them. I think there's a guideline about who to send it to also, right? Rahul?
Yes. Okay. Where to find your congressman, where to find your senator. We have given the clear description there. And you just write the letter. It takes only 5 minutes for you to write the letter to take the 400,000 people out of our way and get them the green cards.
Awesome. And even people who already have their green cards, if you are by chance watching this show, then please do write as well, because that always helps our people. All right. On that note, let's take our first caller for the day.
To take the 400,000
caller with number ending in 8753. Hello? 8753. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Hi, sir. Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Nicha Garu. Thanks, Rahul Reddy, for your service to the community. So, I have a question regarding my...
Go ahead, sir.
Hello? Can I go ahead?
Yeah, you can go ahead, please. Yeah.
Okay. So, I applied my EB3 downgrade in 2021. EB2 interfiled in February 2022. Still in progress. So, I got my EB3 I-140 approved. It has a right priority date, which is May 7th, which is now it is current. But in EB2, my I-140 is has a priority date, wrong priority date, September 12, 2012 actually. So mine is current in EB3 since December 2022. So what is the best I can do? So there is no movement in my file.
I got it. So you filed I-140 downgrade in early part of 2021. You upgraded to EB2. Now EB3 is current. The best way to do is that file a 485J supplement again, requesting the USCIS to convert it to EB3. And then you can contact the congressman or ombudsman saying that it's been pending for more than 18 months. If they still don't act after you file the 485J supplement within 30 to 40 days, you can contact any lawyer for court litigation, writ of mandamus, where we can bring it to the attention of the federal judge saying that your application is pending for more than 18 months while your priority date is current. So these are the solutions that I think so you should do right now.
Yeah, coming to the, I have one more question on this thing. So if I underfiled, now and I got laid off within 6 months, what should be the, is there will be any issue?
There is no, in the website, they said that somehow, I don't know where they got that if you interfile to EB3, if you join some other company within 108, they may not consider the EB3. That's what they said. But they are not implementing it. They have never seen any denial. I've never been any problem. So under your conditions, I still will file a 485J supplement for EB3.
Okay, one more question with that one follow-up. Actually, see, I started accepting my offer with company B. So if I interfile,
even if you go and join, if you get acceptance of company B, you can do one thing: file a 485J supplement with company B with EB3.
Okay, interfile. Okay. So I can do either, like company A or
you can do either.
Company B, I'm not.
But
sure
I would no. You can do either. You can do either. But I would do only the ones which is current. I'm not going to do the EB2 if I were you. Okay? We'll go to the next caller.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller. All right, caller with number ending in 9549. 9549. We're ready for you now. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, ma'am. Yeah, we can hear you, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, I have two questions, Andy, regarding I-485 filing. So my priority date is September 2014. So we have filed I-485 in October 2020 in EB3 downgrade, and also filed in new 485 in EB2. And my priority date is July 2022.
September 2000. No, your priority date is September 2014.
Sorry. My priority date is September 2014. So a week ago, we have received a notice from USCIS to appear for initial interview. My question is, what can I expect in the 485 interview, as I have been with the same consultancy company since day one?
I put a video out with regards to what is expected on the adjustment of status. They will take an oath, okay? They will ask you questions about 485. They will ask you questions, how did you got the job? And they may ask you to write down the end clients and your addresses from past, from the time you are working for this company. Who gave you the job? Who interviewed you? How did you send the resume to get this job? They will ask these questions. They will also want a job confirmation letter from your employer. And if you're married, if you're going along with your husband, they also want to see that you're genuinely married. There is something called living together documents. For example, income tax file together, health insurance together, car insurance together, maybe you owned a house together, maybe the lease agreement has your name and your husband's name. So you need to collect all these things. I would recommend to have a mock interview done by an immigration lawyer before you go in to see if there is anything. What you cannot expect to happen there is unfortunately a not good thing, though, that they won't give you the green card.
Okay. And one more question, Andy. So as we have both 485 in EB3 and EB2, EB2 are pending with the USCIS. Is there any possibility of USCIS asking us to withdraw EP3? And if they
I have seen them forcing the people to withdraw. I request you not to withdraw. If they want to deny, let them deny it. So you tell them, look, I have paid the money for EB2. I've paid the money for EB3. I don't want to withdraw any of these things. I want to be considered in both applications. Okay?
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Andy. Thank you for taking it.
Thank you very much for
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for calling us. All right. Let's take our next caller, Andy. All right. Caller with number ending in 1870. 1870. We're ready for you now. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, sir.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rahul, sir. Thank you, Nitya, ma'am. I'm Krishna. I called you by last week also. The same question. I'm in EB3, I-140 approved. My priority date is June 14. And now it is retrograde.
June 2014 or June 14?
June 24. June 14, sorry.
What is June 14? What is this? Which year is it? June 14 or June 2014?
2014, yeah.
Thank you. Because 14 can be day.
Yeah, I can. Sorry. It's 2014, yeah. So now it is retrogress to 2012. It may take some amount of time, maybe more than 5 years or 10 years. I am already 55 plus, nearing 60. I don't think I may get a GC before 70 or 80 years. So unless some miracle happens, I can get a GC. So what I am thinking is, can I do consular processing by going to Canada or some other country? What is the chance of getting GC by using consular processing? My son is also willing to go to Canada to study, so that he can get a PR after completing his degree. Yes, sir. Go, sir, please.
Right. If you are considering to get the consular processing, though, you need to file something. The company needs to file something called I-824, though. They can do it right now, technically speaking about. You may be able to use it, you may not be able to use it. But you can just file I-824. It will take its own sweet time. And then you can see if you want to use it or if you don't want to use it. After 1 year, if you decide, nah, I'm going to settle here, I'm going to stay here, even if I have to wait for the green card, it's not that bad. You can continue on this one. So if you have any doubts, though, right now, whether you think so, but your company needs to cooperate for this. And you need to still have a job with the same company until you get the green card. That's another condition attached to this one, though. The company needs to file I-24. Go ahead, file I-24. Tell that I'm going to do it in Toronto consulate. If you don't want to use it, that's okay. You wasted a little bit money, it's worth it. Okay? Now, the other aspects with regards to prediction of the priority date, you know what my prediction of the priority date, so I'm the wrong person. It's not as bad as you think, living in the adjustment of status, as long as you're willing to give up your bad H-1B. I call bad H-1Bs. It requires a lot of money to extend it. It's end client letter, rental letter. Oh, man. And you also need employer cooperation every time you file. If anybody forgets it, you're screwed up. But when it comes to the adjustment of status, it's simple. No filing fees. You can file EAD in advance for by yourself. And you can perpetually keep on extending it. It's not linked with the employer. It's easy to stay in the country. But of course, the ultimate goal is green card, and you're thinking that it may take a long time. I understand your concern, but it's not that hard to stay. But please, if you have any intention, file I-824. Okay?
Yeah, I'm planning to file the I-824 also, sir. So, so your suggestion could be, so I can do it parallelly, right, sir?
You can do parallelly, absolutely. No doubt about it. Next person, please.
Okay, there is no, okay, so once I got the approval notice or something like that, then I can go to Canada and work with the same company, right, sir?
Assuming the company is cooperative, you can get the green card there. Yes, sir. We'll go to the next person.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks. All right. Before we take our next caller, Rahul Garu, there's a question for you. This is from Bhanu Vemuri. Said, recently we received our green cards. My daughter, who's age 16, her GC card COA is printed as E39. Is this an issue? We're planning to visit India in summer.
I don't think so. That's an issue. They'll be fine.
Okay. Awesome. That was short and sweet. Let's take our next caller. Okay. Caller with number ending in 6587. 6587. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So thanks for taking my call. So my question is, I have employer A, offer with employer A, but he's asking me to join on EAD, GC EAD. And there's talks with employer B going on. He's okay to do H-1B transfer, but it's going to take like for the offer to come like say 2-3 months. So can I join employer A on GCAD, and later if I decide to go to employer B, can I move to H1B? Is that a simple process?
You
or should I
can.
go
You
for
can. The
stamping?
only thing you have to do if you want to move to H1B after using the EAD for some time is you have to get the H1B. You have to go to India or Mexico or some other country to get the H1B stamping.
I see. Okay. So in that case, like if I join the employer B with the GCAD while after the H1B has been approved, and then whenever I go to India, can I do the stamping and come back on H1B?
Absolutely.
Like keep it dormant?
So you mean to say
That's awesome.
you mean to say you join you mean to say you join company B and then you join company C. Company C will make you join an EAD. They will file a H1B, but you won't go to India immediately. You will go somewhere 6 months, 7 months down the line whenever you are free and you want to get the stamping there and come back.
Correct. Reactivate the H1B.
You can absolutely do it. But I don't know why people want to get to the H1B. I can't understand.
No, it's just a backup option, sir. Like it's just a backup option. Like keep it dormant and then when... What to do, sir? Our life is like that.
I understand, but but that's fine. We'll
make
money.
Next time if the government changes and they change the rules, we need something, right? Like we don't want to be left hanging.
The other way. Anyway, I don't want to argue. I want to make money. Why not? Why should I keep on arguing against making my money?
Right.
Nitya, you got to correct me in this one, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you then.
I have been trying to tell you that, but you don't listen.
Yeah.
Thank
you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Caller with number ending in 9197. 9197, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please go ahead,
Hello.
sir. Hello, sir.
Yes. Hi, Rahul garu and hi, Nitya garu. I filed my 485. I think I vaguely remember there was a question that, do you have foreign bank account? I think I put it no. And now my income tax officer from India, they sent a letter saying that for this bank account you got that so much money. So can you please explain why like that? So is it okay to give my tax returns, which I have filed in US, to give to the Indian income tax officer, like like a chartered account or anybody that they can file something to income tax officer? So will that be any problem for my green card? That's my question.
I don't see any problem in that. The one form that you filled out, I forgot the form number now. It was the lengthiest, the nightmariest, the toughest form that I've ever seen in my life in immigration. 18 pages with every information, even for a kid of 4 years. We have to tell what assets that guy has, what income that guy has. What they did with all those things that they collected in 2020 is thanks to Biden. They took that one, they turned this way, and they put it off. They put in the trash can. That's what they did, which is good job. So as far as you're handling the Indian thing is concerned, it has no connection. It might have been an error that you filled that form in that way. It will not have any negative effect, none whatsoever at all, on US immigration or your Indian income tax. Now, but when it comes to, should you give the income tax returns to them? Should you not give the income tax return? Should you give? I want you to consult the chartered accountant in India or your CPA here. I'm not a tax expert. But as far as your immigration is concerned, I can assure you that you will have no problem, none whatsoever at all.
Oh, so even though like if you give that no bank, like I don't have any foreign bank account, but still I had a foreign bank account, but my mother was using that,
Wait, when you have a foreign bank account, when you're having foreign bank account, you can't say you don't have a foreign bank account. Please speak with your CPA. I will definitely tell, don't lie.
So we have another CPA show also that you can call into. So
he's the right person. Yeah, he's the right person. Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling
Okay,
us.
okay. So CPA in USA, right? CPA in USA, right? Sorry.
Yes.
Or chartered accountant in India, but I'm the wrong person.
Yes, but yeah, I believe he's also pretty well versed with everything in India, so you can call that show as well, sir. Thank you, sir. Let's take our
Yes,
next.
yes, sure, ma'am. No, regarding the immigration, so there will not be any problem, right, sir?
Absolutely none. Zero zip, nothing. Next.
All right. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
got it,
Next
sir.
caller,
Thank you.
please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Nitya Garu. Thank you, Rahul Garu. Bye.
Sure, Andy. Sure. Have a nice day, sir. Okay. Caller with number ending in 4321. 4321, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hey guys, yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please go ahead, sir.
Guys, thank you for taking my call. I have, I guess, Rahul, I would like to understand your views on EB3 going forward. My priority date is missed by 5 days. I think it's around 13th or 14th of June is what current is, and I'm at around 20th of June 2012. Do you see any chance of this happening within the next couple of years, or do you think it's you have no idea? That's one. And second part of the question
I would go with the second answer.
I'll
give this. I'll go with the second answer that you said. I concur with you on that. No idea.
In around no idea. Okay. And I guess just my second question is, how long does EAD and advance parole take these days? I think my 485 was applied in middle of December. Should I expect that now, or it's going to take?
Forever? If you applied in middle of December of 2022, I'm expecting your EAD to come anytime right now. Advance parole, sometimes they're approving with the EAD, sometimes they're not approving with the EAD. That may take a little bit longer time, but I'm expecting the EAD to come through faster.
Got it, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling in.
Nitya Garu, I think so people need to learn how to live on adjustment of status. I think so, if you recall, you lived a long time on adjustment of status, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
How long did you live? 2007, I know you filed it.
Yes, 2006 I filed for the GC. I think 2008 or 9 I received the EAD, and from then till end of 2017 actually.
2017?
Yes, 2017 December.
2017. So you mean to say you were in adjustment of status for 10 years?
Yeah, about 10 years, yeah.
Okay. So guys, that's an example of it. When the dates move back and forth, people have lived a decade of their life in adjustment of status. And sorry to drag your personal story into it.
And it's fine, Andy. We kind of forgot about the green card. It's okay.
But that's what happens. Memory just gets erased. You know, the Men in Black, somebody comes in, once they get the green card, the memory gets erased. They forget it, completely forget it. But yes, I have seen people living for a decade of their life on adjustment of status. It's not that tough though. I mean, it's not that tough as much as the H-1Bs and all those concerned. So people need to adjust though, those people who did not get it. One thing, Nitya, what the USCIS is telling right now is there will be a backlog for the rest of the world. That means that Indians will be only restricted to 7%. Going forward, that means from October of 2023 though, we're going to get in EB2 out of the 40,000, so 2,800, 1,400 families every year from EB2 and 1,400 families in EB3. That means 2,800 families will get the green card in each year. I think so those number of families, those number of green cards applicants probably are there in one community called Richwood in Texas.
Right.
Yeah, so definitely people may expect. Now, of course, if the law passes, we always request, pray, and give all the support for the people and do ourselves, keep writing the letters. If something like that passes, we get to kick out the 400,000 people out.
Yeah, and that's why we keep urging people to write these letters, because that is the only way to push these matters up to the forefront. Sorry, sir, go ahead, please.
I was just going to say that some of us have lived here for 20 years, abiding the law, making sure that our status remains accurate at all every second. So that's why sometimes living on adjustment of status, not having H-1B might be, that's why. And I know, Rahul, you mentioned this multiple times that once you're in adjustment of status, stay on EAD. It's just because it has been so long, making sure that every day we are in status, that's why this is the feeling we get. And that's why we need reassurance from you every time, I guess.
I got it. And please, you guys have been abiding very good, doing very good. But I think so the only thing is that you're not trying that hard. That's the problem that we have. We don't cry that hard. And that's where I want you to write letters.
Got it,
So
sir.
instead of calling
Thank
us
you
on the show and crying, you cry in that letter, sir. That you're going to send to those people.
Okay. Sorry about that, but that's the
No,
only
but
way I can talk.
jokes apart, yes, absolutely. But at least, the only
you.
solace I had was once I got onto the EAD, at least it opened up the job market quite a bit, rather than being tied to the H1. And this was just a matter of like renewing it every couple of years,
And that too, probably you did renewal by yourself without going to a lawyer.
I did. After like the first couple of times with the attorney, I actually kind of figured out that I could do it.
Yeah.
So I just went ahead and did it. And it was one of those things, just put a reminder on the calendar and just get it done. That was about it.
And the difference between you, Nitya, and these people is you were paying the filing fees for those EAD and advance parole.
That's true.
These people don't have to even pay the filing fees.
Yes. So,
Okay, we'll go to the next call.
Did you care to maintain your H-1B or do you just stay with EAD?
EAD only, sir.
Thank you.
I said bye-bye to H-1B as soon as I could. All right. But
We,
that was me.
we immigration lawyers should not like you, Nitya.
I know.
Okay. Okay,
Sorry.
we'll go to the next call.
Thank you, guys. See ya.
Let's take our next caller, Andy. Okay, caller with number ending in 2799. 799, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, sir. Hello, Nitya garu. How are you, Andy?
Hello, sir. We good, Andy. Please go ahead, sir. We can hear you.
Okay. I was sponsored my green card from previous employer. So I have a pending 485 and I have a EAD, but I'm with now another employer who is also sponsoring green card. It's in firm processing. Recently, when my H1 expired in December, they went for an extension. And on 6th of April, H1 extension approved. But on 7th, I traveled using my AP.
You have traveled or not traveled?
And I traveled
you
using
traveled
my
advance
advanced
parole?
parole.
Yeah, even if you travel advance parole, they can extend the H1B, okay?
So the extension approved on 6th. I traveled on 7th using AP.
Okay. What's your
And I
question?
came back on 10th and I started working to the same employer with H1B approved. What is my status now? Am I on EAD? Should I submit my EAD now?
This is a question. If you don't have to submit the EAD. Absolutely, you don't have to. Okay. Now, but if you ask this question to different immigration lawyers, each immigration lawyer is telling you are on advance parole, you are on H1B. There are different lawyers though. I call it as Trishank Sarg. You are neither in the heaven nor in the hell. Okay, not in the earth either. With regards to whether you have to update the I-9 from the EAD, all lawyers will agree on one thing. You do not need to update the I-9 form. You are good. You can still use the H1B. So what I tell is that if you can use the H1B for working, if you can extend the H1B for working, if you can change the employer on H1B, I call it the one that quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, lays egg like a duck, probably is a duck. So I call it as H1B. Now, then some of the lawyers will say, oh, on the I-94, it says duration of DA, duration of advance parole. But still, I consider as H1B some people, but you do not have to provide the EAD to your employer, sir. We all agree on that one. We'll go to the next caller.
Thank you, sir.
And what is my status with respect to that in that case?
Trishank Sarg. I said, depends on which lawyer
And I
you
don't
ask.
see update.
Yeah, I don't see my I-94 online as updated to 2025.
You should see an updated I-94 that says that it's an advance parole. You should see that one. When you entered into this country, you left on April 7th, came on April 10th. Did you actually leave to Mexico?
So it was on a cruise.
Yeah,
it was on a cruise.
If it's on a cruise,
Bahamas.
they might, if it's like a cruise, they might not have recorded any entry into the United States. That's okay. You're fine. Okay. Thank you. We'll go to the next caller.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So my 485 was from previous employer, right? So I can
You told me
continue being on EAD or AP with this employer, correct?
You can if you want to.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful evening. Bye now.
Thanks so much for calling, Andy. All right. Okay. And before we take our next caller, a quick question for you, Rahul Garu. This is from Abhijit Bhosle. Says, I'm on an H1 and I have a GCEAD. My wife could not file 485 along with me. So if I switch companies on EAD, is there any option for my wife to maintain status in the US, and can she apply for advance parole?
No, she cannot. The priority date is not current. Of course, I'm assuming it. So I don't know what the wife's status is. If the wife's status is in some other status other than H4, and she maintains her status independently, though, that means either she's an F1 or she's an L1 or she has her own H1B. Whenever the priority date is current, though, even though this guy has moved out of the H1B, is no longer maintaining the H1B, she can be joined into this application.
Okay.
But if the lady is actually on H4 visa,
okay,
and this guy goes to EAD, that lady goes out of status. She's not in legal status.
Okay.
So I don't know what her status is to give a clear answer.
Okay, so either please call in or, set up a consultation to at least get some clarity around this matter. So that's what we would tell you right now. And on that note, let's take our next caller. Next caller, guys. Okay. Caller with number ending in 5178. 5178. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Hi, sir. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, Rahul sir. Hello, Nitya.
Hi.
I just wanted to... Hi. So, we are traveling to India in the month of May for stamping.
Mm-hmm.
And we are a family of three, me, my wife, and my son. My son is turned 15 years. But when we booked the appointment, it did not tell us that he's not eligible for a drop box. But now I think I'm reading forums where everybody is saying he's not eligible for a drop box
because he didn't do the biometrics.
Correct. Yeah. So what should be my course of action there? Because I'm hearing different views from...
I want you to cancel the appointment and rebook the appointment.
But if I cancel the appointment, then I won't get it until a certain period of time, right?
Yeah, I got the point, but I don't want your son get stuck in India. You guys get the visa and then you want to let your son live there. So I don't want to take that risk. You see the point?
Okay.
Because here is the thing. If you do the mistake, if I do the mistake, if the consulate does a mistake, who's going to suffer? Not me, not the consulate. It's going to be, yeah, there you go. You got it right. So when there is a doubt, and here, because he turned 14 and they didn't do the biometrics, I would rather want to rebook the appointment. Okay?
Okay. Or else I book a separate appointment for him, and
that's one thing that you can, that's one thing that you can do. Book a separate appointment for him.
Okay.
Okay then. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. All right. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 4355. 4355. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Yeah, this is Vikas Mittal.
Hi, Vikas.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Please go ahead, sir. Yeah.
Thanks for your support. My question is, my son is going to turn on 21 next year, 2024, and currently he's on H4 with me. So I need to understand what are the options he has or I have to keep him in the state with me. So, like in terms of
I'm assuming you're
in terms of.
You didn't file the 485 application, is right? Your prior date is not current. You didn't file a 485 application, I'm assuming.
No, my green card employer process on 2017, and my I-140 approved in September 2018.
So the best course of action for your son seems to be that most probably he may not receive the green card along with you. So what you do is that right now, I want you to apply for the student visa. He's going to college right now, is that right? To my understanding?
Yes, he's in third year, sixth semester.
I want him to apply for F1 right now. Even though he's turning 21 a little bit later, because we need the F1 to be approved before he graduates though. Why? Because if the F1 is not approved by the time it graduates, then he is going to lose an opportunity for OPT. And if he has a STEM degree, he's going to lose an opportunity for the STEM extension. That means that he's going to lose a 3 years employment opportunity though. So I want you to apply right now. On Monday, I want you to file F1 visa.
Okay. So are you suggesting it as soon as apply for F1? So
I did, sir.
Any idea? Yeah, in Monday. Yeah.
It's taking approximately approximately 1 year time. They may initiate the premium processing for the F1 visa conversion at a later date. If they do it, do and convert it. If by any chance the F1 does not get approved by the final, before he starts the final semester, I want you to call an immigration lawyer because we may want to postpone his degree. Depending on what your son, what you wanted, you can consult an immigration lawyer. But one thing that I want you to do is that on Monday, file F1. Get an I-20 and file an F1.
Okay, I-20. Okay.
Thank
Got
you.
it. So we have to take the I-20 from the university, right?
You absolutely need to.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Got it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sir, thank you so much for calling, Andy. All right.
Nitya Garu, I want to alert the people on this issue that don't wait until they become 21. The problem is that if the F1 does not get approved before they complete the degree though, they lose a huge opportunity. So they need to start this process a little bit early, and they need to listen to TV Asia every week until everybody gets a green card. Because this is a source where we give. Sometimes the immigration lawyers cannot detect where the problem will come in. Once you tell us what the issue is, we can detect it. It tubelate jalti nahi hai kabhi. Kabhi jalti. Jab puche to jalti hai. Okay.
Sir, at what age do you recommend that they start at least reaching out?
I think so at about 19, they should start reaching out to apply. And don't wait until the final year degree. Start doing the F1 visa in second year itself. Now, people may ask a question, Rahul, the kid moves to F1, my priority date becomes current, now he cannot be added. No, the kid does not have to be an H4 visa to be added into your 485 application. The kid needs to be under 21 under CSPA Act. That's all. Even though he's an F1, you can still add him to this application.
Ah, okay, interesting.
So let's see, all the folks will write letters, and then let's say this bill passed through, the prior date moves, and 2017 becomes current. And this child is an F1 visa still under 21. Okay, so what? We file a 485 for the kid.
Got it. Okay, thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller. Caller with number ending in 4430. 4430, we're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in 4430. Hello? All right, let's try a different caller. We'll come back to this one. Caller with number ending in 0988. 0988. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Nicha.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Rahul. Good evening. Thanks for taking my call. My name is Kiran. Okay, so I have a question my EB2 priority date is June 2017. I just recently I joined a new company that is just 2 months back, and I joined as a senior manager. And senior manager, and my company is located in global, in US, Canada, and even though in India. And so I'm going to travel to to Europe for 1.5 years, and I'm going to come back. But is it possible me getting a EB2 to EB1, or because the current company, they didn't file any kind of I didn't file any
farm labor.
I mean, I didn't find any labor, nothing. Yes, nothing is there. But yes,
absolutely.
So am I eligible to EB2 to EB?
Even though the current company has never filed the farm labor certification, though, you will be still be eligible for you to get. You will still be eligible to get the EB1 application if you go and work for that company for more than 1 year outside the country and come back. You're still eligible.
Yes.
Now, having said the eligibility is different, practicality is different though. Am I eligible to win the 100 meters Olympic gold medal? Am I eligible? I don't want to tell my age, okay guys, but still, you can judge it, look at my face. Am I eligible? Yes, I'm eligible.
Yes.
But is it feasibility? So when you are taking the trip all the way to Europe, uprooting yourself from the United States and going there are certain things that you need to learn. You may want to consult a lawyer before you go in. To be eligible for EB1, what is the criteria that is needed? I'll simply tell you an example of it. If you are managing directly more than 15% people though, it'll be easier for you to get the EB1. Now, you have to manage there in Europe. You also have to manage 15 people here in United States after you come back. That's one of the requirements.
Yes.
More than 70% of your job duties, should be supervisory. Should be supervisory, not hands-on.
Yes.
For simple example, I'm doing a show. I work for Reddy and MNPC. I'm doing this show. Is this a supervisory duty? No. This is a hands-on. Telling somebody to go, hey, Rebecca, go and do the TV show. That is called supervisory duties. Not doing the show is not supervisory duty. It's hands-on. So 70% of your job duties should be supervisory. And you need clear documentation, clear things. So if you meet these requirements, you should take a shot. Is it worth taking a shot if you meet this requirement to go outside the country? Yes, you can. And
yes, I do have almost 20 people. Report.
So that's very nice of you. There's one thing that you never forget out of all these requirements is what we call, do you speak Telugu?
No.
Okay, well, I'll tell this in Telugu.
I can understand.
I'll have Nitya make understand in Hindi, English, or whatever it is. దేవుడు వరం ఇచ్చిన అయ్యగారు మాత్రం ఏమంటాడు అయ్యగారు మాత్రం ఇయ్యలేదట. The God is willing to give, but the temple pujari is not willing to give that pass on to you. Okay? Even though you may be managing 50 people in Europe, even though you're managing 50 people here, even though your job duties are 90% only managerial duties, if the company does not want to give it, you will not be able to get an EB1C. So never forget the pujari. The pujari is important here. Okay?
Yes, got you. Okay. Yeah. And one more question, suppose my son is going to be in 18 years. So if I make him F1, H40 F1, later if even though at some point of time we got a 20 years, so even though he's eligible to move back to falls under green card, or suppose
if he is under, if he is under, that's what I was telling the other guy. Remember, if he is under 21, even if he is on F1 visa, when you file the adjustment of status,
Okay.
I'm going to add him, will not have any problem. Does he need to be an L2? No. Does he need to be an H4? No. Can he be an F1? Absolutely yes. As long as he's run. So you go to Europe, this kid converts into F1, you go spend time there, you come back here, you file a EB1C, I-140 and 485, you add him even if he's an F1. Okay? And probably under your conditions, the way you're telling, if not for anybody, one thing is you need to get rid of Nitya and me in your life, for sure. But don't forget that your child is important more than me and Nitya for you. So for him, you should make it right. Okay?
Oh, okay, 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 got it. That is a good one. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Let's take our next caller.
Thank you. Yeah.
Caller with number ending in 4430. 4430. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Hello?
Well, I thought I'm ready. My last name is Reddy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, my spouse was working on H4 EAD, but meantime, her H1B visa also got approved. So now I think current one is H1B, right?
Well, when was the H1B approved? When is the starting date?
Starting date 2021.
Okay, October 1st, 2021.
Approximately. Yeah.
Okay.
October 2nd. So the currently, I think she's working on H1B only, but I don't know that the change of status happened. But when I checked with the employer, he told since she's in US, right? So they applied the change of status. So directly she converted H4 to H1B. So my question is now I got extension now, but to file extension. So can I file extension?
Wait. Did you check your wife's H1B approval if it has the I-94 at the bottom?
Yes, I did. It's showing as 2024.
Okay, so it sounds good. So so now you're applying for the H1B extension. You're contemplating of applying the H4 and EAD for your wife?
Yes, that's what, because we want to save her H1B, so we want to convert since H4 EAD is good, right? So compared to H1B.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. When you file the H1B extension, you can apply for the H4, you can apply for the H4 EAD, and thanks for Reddy and MNPC, you're going to get all of them approved at the same time, okay? Because we sued the USCIS with the class action suit. So you will get it. And now the question is, can she convert back into H1B at a later time and use up the remaining 6 years at any point of time? Yes, only in the next 90 years she can do that.
Okay. Yeah. So now during H1B extension, so can I submit H4 documents or I have a latest H1B documents?
You can submit H4 and EAD together. That is the best way of submitting it.
Okay. Okay. Means no need to give H1B I-7, right? Whatever approved one.
No, you have to provide your wife's H1B to say that she's in legal status. You have to also provide the pay stub saying that not only she has a H1B, she's also getting paid. You need to provide that when you file for her H4 status. But you should file H4 and EAD along with your H1B. Okay?
Yeah. I mean, so my question is, so do I need to give both H4 and H1B I-7 and 7? Because she has her own H4 I-7 and 7B, right?
Yeah, you have to provide all the I-797s of your wife's when she is applying for the change of status. Yes, sir. Current ones and old ones. Okay.
So means H4 I-7 and 7, H1 I-7 and 7 both.
That is right, sir. Okay? Okay then.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. All right, before we take our next caller, quick question for you, Rahul Garu. This is Dheeraj Mukhi. Says, I have a Dropbox appointment for myself, my wife, and my son in May in Mumbai. My son is 15 years old.
I think we answered it. We answered it.
Yeah, okay. I thought it looked familiar, but yeah. All right. Satya T says, my son and myself got our green cards last year. Now my son is turning 18 years. Should we register him for selective service? Will there be any problem if we don't register him at citizenship?
Yes, there may be some hiccups in the citizenship if you don't register it. And also he will not be eligible for certain grants if he does not register for the selective service though. I had my son enroll in a selective service. When I got my green card, I was under the limit of age. I was under 25. I myself enrolled in the selective service at that point of time. So yes, I would have the child register under selective service.
Sir, if I may, can you just quickly tell us what is the selective service? Because and is it something that we need to do for kids who are US citizens or kids, you know, who also get green cards?
Good question. For the selective service means you are going online and telling that if the country needed, I'm ready to defend this country at any point of time. That's called selective service. You're willing to enroll into the military when they call for. Now, the last time the selective service happened was actually in 1970s though. That's when, remember, we went to Vietnam War. That's when they were being called upon and people like Muhammad Ali started getting exceptions. He can't get a medical exception because that guy's a boxer. So, so that's the time whenever selective service has been called is the time which most of the generation has not seen is a selective service. Now, even at the time we had Iraq War, selective service was not activated. Even at the time of Afghanistan War, selective service was not been activated. So yes, there are chances they may activate it and then tell you to go to outside the country. But of course, you know, when you're in the country though, you're supposed to defend it. You know, that's what the Hindu Dharma says. You know, when Kauravas tried to attack the Vidarbha, what did they do? Instead of going at the side of Hastinapur, in fact, they were fighting the Hastinapur. I mean, when you're supposed to protect your home country though. So definitely that's what Hindu Dharma says. That's what I believe in. So definitely I would recommend all the people who are on green card holders also, there must be age. I think so there's age limit of 25 and under only can be under selective service. I recommend all, and green card holders may face a problem if they are under 25 and they don't register the selective service though. They may face a problem in the citizenship. Now, if they're above 25, I don't know the exact age, 25, 26, somewhere around, if they're above 25, 26, they don't have to worry about it. And they can't even enroll even if they want to. Now, does the US citizens need to enroll the children? Yeah, I mean, they're going to get the benefits, certain scholarship benefits. They will not be given the scholarship benefits if they don't enroll into the those things. So I like my son to go to war if there is a need for the country to be defended. So definitely, I'm in this country. I love this country. I want my son to protect my country if needed. So yeah, I would recommend people to enroll into the selective service.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that. Let's take our next caller real quick. Okay, caller with number ending in 4934. 4934. Ready for you now? Hello?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. So my question is, I'm currently working for company A, and I got another offer. This is a contract position, and they are willing to do a concurrent visa. So my question is, should I let my current company know about this job opportunity, or is it mandatory that I let them know?
Well, no. As far as the law is concerned, is it mandatory to let them know? No, you don't have to. Now the question is,
okay.
Is if you let them know, they're going to let you go, buddy. So
yeah, that's the thing, right?
Yeah, you know the truth. I know the truth. No, you don't have to let them know. And if I were you, I would not let them know.
Got it. So, but is there a way that they'll be able to find it out because of the paycheck I receive or anything like that, right? Will there be a way that they'll find out that I got this opportunity?
No. Nitya is not going to tell. We don't even know your name. Even if I know, I don't know your name.
Give me your company's number now. I need to get them.
No. And I know you told me that your name is something starts with U. So anyway, we won't tell. So yeah, no, they won't know.
Okay, sure. And one last question. So, is it mandatory that I have to work for 40 hours with this new opportunity, or can I just do a part-time?
Yeah, typically what I recommend people is that there is a provision in the LCA and the H-1B, okay, that you can keep, and the H-1B, there is a provision where you can keep a range of hours, okay? You can put the salary as per hour salary, let's say, for example, $40, okay? And then in the H-1B, you can put that you'll be working anywhere between 5 hours to 40 hours. In that way, you have the flexibility with the second company. You want to work part-time, you can work part-time. You want to work full-time, you can work full-time. So I normally recommend, if it's a concurrently filed H-1B, try to put that flexibility of 5 to 40 hours.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Yep. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Nitya Garu, some people ask the question, can I do 2 full-time jobs? Yeah, you can. Can I work 80 hours a week? Yeah, you lazy guys don't work that much. Yeah, you can. Why not?
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 9937. 9937, we're ready for you now.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for taking my call, Rahul. I have a quick question. So, like, we did receive our green cards last year, and my wife has to travel internationally to India before 4 months or so, and she's planning to stay there for more than 6 months. So, I was wondering, like, if it's okay to stay for more than 6 months. Will there be any problem while coming at Quota?
I recommend people to stay less than 6 months. So there are negative consequences. If she's staying more than 6 months, I recommend to contact a lawyer privately. There are certain negative things. In the N400 form, when you fill the N400 form, there'll be a question asked, have you ever traveled? Of course you traveled. Was it more than 180 days? Yes. Whenever there is more than 180 days, it attracts the attention of the USCIS official. So what I would recommend is my consultation fee is XXL, okay? I don't want to tell it here. And does it mean when you pay consultation fees, you're getting justice from the lawyer? No, I mean, no, not necessarily though. I would avoid the lawyer and have her come and go. You see the point?
So if she comes, like if she comes back for a week and goes back, will that be okay?
Yeah, that's fine. That's better. That's better than paying me consultation, believe me.
Okay, so, but that will not have any problem with Port of India, right? If she comes back, let's say before 6 months, stays here for a week, goes back, and again comes back for.
When she comes within 6 months, there will never ever be problem. Now, let me explain you how the citizenship works, okay? There is one rule called above 1 year, she's completely out, okay? Out of the past 5 years, she cannot stay outside the country for more than 1 year, even if she gets a re-entry. 6 months to 1 year, there is a discretion for the people to deny the entry or deny the N400. That's where we lawyers will come in the gray area. Under 6 months, they don't have any discretion. They have to allow her. You got it? So you avoid the lawyer, you avoid all the problems. Now, there is one other thing that your wife needs to remember to get rid of us in your life forever is out of the 5 years, she must be physically current in United States for more than 2.5 years on an aggregate, not a stretch. So if every 6 months, every 5 months and 28 days, she comes here, spend 2 days and 2 days in USA and goes back. And then like that, if she does though, then she will not be eligible because she won't meet the requirement of 2.5 years. I just want to make a note of it. But if this is the only time she's making the more than 6 months trip, my request to you is that instead of paying a consultation fees and going through a lawyer, damn with these immigration lawyers, I'm going to pay extra money, get them into the airfare and travel within 6 months. I can get rid of the immigration lawyer. I would do that if I were you. Okay? Thank you.
Got it. Makes sense. Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us.
Nitya, as a doctor, you have to provide a thing where to avoid the doctors. I mean, that's where we lawyers also have to do the same due.
Yes, we need to find a doctor like you, Andy. You know,
Okay.
because most
They
doctors
tell
want us
all
to
the
keep
things,
coming
Andy.
back.
They tell all the things. Sometimes we listen, sometimes we don't. That's a different issue.
Even things that the other patient also has usually gets added on to our reports. So by the end of it, you're like, okay, is there anything that works in the body? Okay. All right, folks, I know there's a lot of people waiting to talk to Rahul Garu, as well as a lot of questions coming in on the live chat. But unfortunately, we are all out of time today. We do try to stretch it out as much as possible. Thank you for coming back with your questions. We will be back same time, same place next week to take all of your questions. So please just call us at the same number. Rahul Garu, again, thank you so much, Andy, from the bottom of our hearts for being so helpful to all of our viewers and callers. We really appreciate what you're doing for the immigrant community as a whole. You know, I don't want to make it like a country thing, but the immigrant community as a whole. But thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much for tuning in.
And to all our viewers, back at the same time, same place next week. So don't forget to call us. Don't forget to send your questions on our live chat as well. Okay, so see you all next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
మీకోసం ఒక అద్భుతమైన జ్యువెలరీ కొనుగోలు అనుభవం ఎదురుచూస్తోంది. మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ వారి డాలస్ షోరూమ్ లో 20 దేశాల నుంచి 30,000 విధాల ప్రపంచంలోకెల్లా ఉత్తమమైన జ్యువెలరీ డిజైన్ల అనుభవాన్ని పొందండి. $1,000లకు మించిన డైమండ్స్ అండ్ ప్రెషియస్ జెమ్ జ్యువెలరీ ఆభరణాల కొనుగోలుపై ఖచ్చితంగా పొందండి బంగారు నాణేలు. జనవరి 29 వరకు మలబార్ గోల్డ్ అండ్ డైమండ్స్ ని డాలస్ లో విజిట్ చేయండి. ప్రపంచ స్థాయి జ్యువెలరీని కొనుగోలు చేసే అనుభవాన్ని పొందండి. Malabar Gold and Diamonds now open in Dallas.
గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా, పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా, ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్, సర్దాల్లో మరింత సెటైర్, మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా. దెబ్బకి థింకింగ్ మారిపోవాలా? మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా.
अब तू देख लेगा बच्चन साहब का खेल.
డౌన్లోడ్ ఆహా నౌ.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అప్పురపరిచే ధరలు, అందరికీ నచ్చిన, అందరూ మెచ్చిన షో మన లక్కీ మహిళ.